What up guys, it's Salvajee. So a lot of you guys as well as a lot of my friends have always asked me things like, Salvajee, why is it that you don't play Widowmaker in competitive? So I thought I'd bring you guys this little gameplay right here as an example. As you guys can see, I have a diva on my team that's basically throwing and getting in front of me and is of course blocking my line of sight when it comes down of course to me shooting. The funny thing about this is, like, see, I don't really understand the mindset of this player because he wants to win as much as I want to win. And on top of all that, I do have 100+ hours on Widowmaker. On top of all that, he does see that I am pretty serious about the Widowmaker pick. And on top of all that as well, again, I'm pretty sure he wants to win as much as I want to win, but him getting in front of me isn't really going to solve anything. In fact, it's just going to make things worse. As you guys saw, I had an opportunity to get 3 picks at the beginning. I was only able to get the soldier just because of the entire commotion that this diva caused at the beginning of the gameplay. And yes, my friends, that is one of the reasons why I don't play Widowmaker in competitive. She's just one of those hated heroes that if you pick her, the entire team just basically gives up. You see guys, Widowmaker isn't the problem. People's attitudes towards Widowmaker is the problem, and people's sort of points of views towards Widowmaker is the problem. A lot of people that play Overwatch expect the Widowmaker player to be constantly getting picks, to be constantly getting headshots over and over and over again. But that is not the character that Widowmaker is. Yes, there are top 500 players that are able to play her at that level, but that's not how Widowmaker is actually meant to be played. Okay, because if Widowmaker was supposed to be getting gold eliminations, then wouldn't you think that her kit would actually, you know, be sort of fit to help her get gold eliminations every single match? Widowmaker is a sniper, which means that of course you're overlooking the entire map, and on top of all that you're making enemies weak, and of course you can also get a couple of picks here and there. If you're playing Widowmaker in competitive, you should be able to at least damage half of the entire team, you know, half of the entire enemy team, and you should of course be able to at least get 1 pick. If you get more than 1 pick, you have definitely 100% done your job. And see, that's the next thing that I want to talk about, guys. A lot of players in competitive like to blame the Widowmaker player when the reality is that it's their fault and their fault alone. As you guys can see, and as you guys have seen throughout this entire gameplay, my team is just complete trash. Okay, and listen, like, I usually don't really blame teammates that much. Like, I'm just, you know, kind of exaggerating to make a point. But what I'm trying to say is that I want you guys to take a look at the kill feed throughout this entire gameplay. Usually, I'm at the kill feed about 80% of the time, okay, because my team cannot get a single elimination, which is basically one of the reasons why we lost this game. As you guys can see right there, I have 3 eliminations, and it's gold. Let's say that the McCree and the Junkrat also have gold eliminations, just for, you know, saying it, right? Well, guess what? Right here, I think I get about 2 more eliminations, and this is also another reason, you know, why I don't play Widowmaker in competitive. Teams just give up extremely easily. All right, if you get the Widowmaker pick, people are either going to just throw because you're playing Widowmaker, or the second option that they're going to do is, of course, they're going to body block you, which I showed you guys at the beginning, and the third option is they're just going to get completely tilted, and basically it's going to lead to an L. As you guys can also see right here in the gameplay, okay, my teammates have no idea how to actually group up and actually go towards the point. Take a look at this Winston, for example. He used his ultimate, and instead of staying in the points, which is what he was supposed to do with me and McCree, he just went off and, you know, used Primal Rage and just went out to do random shit, and then of course he got melted by the entire team. Now, can you guys imagine how the team fight would have gone if I would have had a Winston and McCree there, and of course the Winston shield as well? We would have probably been able to cap the point, right? But again, we weren't able to cap the point because it's Widowmaker. Again, guys, one of the reasons why I don't play Widowmaker in competitive, it's because people just don't like the pick. Widowmaker isn't the problem. People's attitudes towards Widowmaker is the problem. I understand that from time to time, there are some Widowmakers in competitive that are just really trash. But let me just let you guys know, you know, a public service announcement, because Papa Jeff did say that we need to be nice to each other and we need to get along. If you see a Widowmaker with 100+ hours and a golden weapon, and you see him stepping into competitive, do you think this guy wants to throw? Guys, I want to win a game as much as the other guy. Like, I feel like that's something Widowmaker mains don't really ever point out. Okay, I want to win a game. All right, I want to win more than anyone. Okay, because it's awesome when you win a game as Widowmaker in competitive. Okay. Anyways, we could have also had a chance to hold these guys off, but guess what my teammates want to do, guys? My teammates just want to throw, specifically that last guy that didn't go healer. Now, let me just say something real quick. A lot of people say it's a team-based game, so you got to play around your team. Yeah, there are 5 teammates. All right, I don't have to play around the team all the time. Okay, there are 5 people in the team that can play around me. And on top of all that, Widowmaker is probably the best pick when it comes down to a team-based strategy, because I can give people wall hacks, and on top of all that, I can damage multiple heroes and make it easier. Now, of course, you would think that by the second round, this diva has actually learned her lesson, and she actually thinks, hey, you know, you're actually pretty good. You have 6 kills, which is gold, which is, I'm still shocked that 6 kills was gold. But anyways, you would think this diva will learn her lesson, and, you know, this diva would, of course, leave me alone. But guess what? It's not going to be that way, because, of course, it's Overwatch, and people expect Widowmakers to either not exist in competitive or play at a level that Khepri plays. See, right here, I could have easily picked up the Pharah and, of course, be able to help out my team, get a couple of picks at the choke. You know, I would have been able to, of course, do some work. But guess what the Diva's going to do, guys? The Diva is actually going to throw. I played a total of 6 games, my placement matches. I played a total of 10 games, I mean. I lost 6 games, I won 4 games, and I finished up in 27-67, I believe. And, honestly, I'm actually pretty shocked that I finished up so high, because so many people, out of the first 6 games, guess why we lost those games? Because my team didn't want to regroup, and my team just didn't like the Widowmaker pick, so they would just throw or, of course, give up. Okay? The funniest thing is that, again, people use the excuse it's a team-based game, so try to play around your team. But then again, when you have a Widowmaker on your team, it is a team-based game, and you have to keep in mind that you also have to put in your weight, so that, of course, you don't really drag down the Widowmaker. That's also another thing and another reason why I don't play Widowmaker in competitive, guys, because sometimes players are just not able to push past the choke point or to break the choke point, which means that I don't really have a lot of lines of sight where I can snipe, and I'm also just sniping into a barrier. So again, guys, just always remember, if you have a Widowmaker on your team, alright, make sure that you give that Widowmaker a chance first, at least. Okay, and let me just put it to you guys this way. Okay, this is something that people just can't get through their thick heads. An L is an L no matter what. All right, if you lost a game because you had a Widowmaker, guess what? You would have probably lost that game if you had a Soldier 76, because maybe the Soldier was just having a terrible day of matches. Okay, so stop complaining about the L's. All right, let's listen to our boy Jeff. Jeff said, let's get along, let's respect all of the Overwatch mains, and most importantly, let's go into competitive to have fun, and let's go into competitive to improve ourselves as players with those specific heroes. So yeah, guys, that's basically why I don't play Widowmaker in competitive. People either throw, people just rage, people just give up, people get in front of you, people just blame everything on you because they're garbage and they can't break through a choke point, or they can't actually do anything that actually adds value into the team. And last but not least, guys, you know, just a quick message. Again, let's just listen to our boy Jeff, and let's just remember, guys, you know, I don't know about other Widowmaker mains, but I go into competitive and I want to win as much as the next guy. Alright, I just want to play competitive and I want to play Widowmaker at a top 500 level. There are other players out there that can play Widowmaker at a top 500 level, and if they can do it, I can do it too. And guess what? The only way for me to get there, the only way for you to play Zarya at a top 500 level, that's right, is to keep playing Zarya. So, with that said, stop fucking complaining about the Widowmaker pick and just deal with it. Stop being such a baby. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one, and peace out. And by the way, I actually do think I'm going to start playing competitive with Widowmaker, because I think I can improve more as a Widowmaker player if I step into the competitive play. But honestly, I haven't really made that decision just yet. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to drop a like and subscribe to join the Salvajee cartel. Also, if you guys want to check out my beastly Widowmaker gameplays and my Widow carries, then check out the Overwatch gameplay playlist if you're interested in that. See you guys in the next one, and peace out.